Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Return coming from the 6. Turn at the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass, and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
2nd and 10 now. Shakir with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense. And number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Allen gonna throw again. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Podlesny's extra point is up and good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, you're not happy about it. And he will be focused on rectifying those things here.
We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Second and 3 now. From the 29. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert now off the play fake. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Herbert throwing again. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Herbert again. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. It's Herbert once more. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Finds him over the middle. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Herbert to throw once more. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Escapes a defender. And he only gets this one down to the 9. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board, and the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
You would think the kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Allen out of the pistol. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Finds Kincaid. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
So we're through one as everyone tries. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have it, 2nd and 4. Again, Allen to the air. He finds Kincaid. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Chargers and their running back about to get back to work. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crowd. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Play action now for Herbert. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 now. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by Deion Henley. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by Deion Henley. 3rd and just 2 to go. There's a handoff up the gut. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
This ball's cut by Palmer. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Running back sent in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one's caught. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Into traffic, complete.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks will.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Podolesny now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's found many a gift in the end zone this season. As we work through December, he is currently tops in the league in rushing scores. First and 10, Herbert. Finds a man right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Herbert from the gun. He finds McConkey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. It's Herbert once more. Dumps it off to his running back. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Christian Benford up to make that stop. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. Herbert to throw once more. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. It's 2nd and goal. Running for it again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Chargers 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. First down, and they go right back to him. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. On first down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Back to the well again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Another carry for him. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Catch is made in close. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Going ground on 1st and goal. Gets in. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Shakir with the grab. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. 3rd and just 2 to go. Simple dive up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So Rigoberto Sanchez, the man who will send this flying on 4th down. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So no return on that punt. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
Receiver downfield, offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. To throw, Herbert. It is Kupp, left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert with a blitz coming. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Herbert on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Juke the defender. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. And the Bills get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. First down throw for Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
No place to go, so he just threw it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Again, Allen to the air. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Allen on 3rd and short. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Conor Leslie now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They'll run here from the gun. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They give it to him again. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Give them the leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Going to the ground again on first. Jukes one defend. Up to the races. Middle of the field. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. This one's quickly to Shakir. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Bill. New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, set now, first and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
That's another Buffalo Bills. First and goal.
Allen. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Podlesny tacks on the extra point. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he has done all that they have asked for him, shouldering the weight of this offense, got his 100-yard game. He's reached the end zone for him as well, Brock. Just really put together a performance he can be proud of. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Brought in right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back, third down coming up. Now Herbert to throw. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Now Herbert again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's Herbert once more. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Herbert throwing again. He's cut along the left sideline. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within one score in the fourth. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Throwing now on first down, Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills leading by 7. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now a give on the counter. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. They'll run here on first down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Buffalo calls it 2nd timeout of the half. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. Back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And this one doesn't go far. The Bills with a punt team out there. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Hits him on the in route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Here he is to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. To throw. Need this to force overtime. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. So the roar of Bills Mafia. It's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.